I'm gonna go ahead and share screen. Let me know if you guys can see okay. And we can go ahead and get started.
Yes.
Yes, it's perfect.
Awesome, guys. Okay, so thank you, Tote. This is, as she mentioned, the first product that we're going to be working on. So it's going to be using the heart-shaped ornament from ShineOn. And we're going to add a gorgeous design, obviously, but here the user, your shopper, is going to be able to enter a few texts, a few images, and a title. And also they'll be able to select from different colors of backgrounds. So the design, you guys are going to have links for everything as usual. Check out our past classes, by the way. There's tons of Halloween and Christmas designs. And we always share the assets so you guys can go ahead and design them yourself. So for this design, we have the garland lights and we have the Polaroid frame. Those are two things that we're going to be downloading with transparent background from Canva and uploading to the Customily platform when we create our designs. Because everything else we can create directly on Customily since they're personalizable elements. Okay, so here we're going to download. I already have it downloaded, but you guys can hit download and make sure to hit transparent background because we don't want the color that's in the background showing up on our design. And here in the Drive link that we're going to be sharing, you guys can have everything already downloaded. So let's start creating our design. So this is the Customly start page. And before we go ahead and publish the product, we're going to go here and click on Create New Design because we need the design already set up before we actually go ahead and publish the product. Okay, so here I'm going to name my design, create design, and I'm going to click on select product specs and search for ornament. So here I'm going to select the ceramic heart ornament. And what this will do is basically upload, it integrates directly with ShineOn and it uploads the base image and changes the canvas size so that we can make sure that our design can adjust perfectly to the product that we're going to be designing. Okay, so I'm going to lock this and I'm going to go ahead and put the solid background first. Since the solid background is at the bottom of everything, we can't really see it with the product guidelines, so we're going to have to toggle it on and off so we can make sure that we see it correctly. So for the background, I'm going to go ahead and name it, choose background color, since we're going to be adding those different color options that we saw before. So I'm going to choose different colors for my background. I'm going to have a pink option and a bluish option as well. Okay, so as you see here, we have the 3 different color options for the background. And I'm going to leave that locked. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now is see how I have my files opened up and I have it so I can copy and paste super easily onto Customly. So here I'm going to click on copy and Control V. I'll paste it directly onto here. And I'm going to put fit to canvas so we can make sure that it's a lot bigger. But I'm going to toggle with this little eye icon. You can toggle if you want to see or not see a layer. And right now for this, I need to be able to see the product guidelines so I can make sure that basically the photos are going to be within the printed area. So as you guys see, I'm trying to fit my Polaroid images within this this area here that we have with the dashed line. So I think that looks great there. And I'm gonna name this layer Polaroid frames. And I'm gonna lock it. Okay, now we're going to add the two images that your shopper will be uploading, and we're going to fit them underneath this Polaroid frame. So we're going to go ahead with the first image. I'm going to name my image add left image. I'm going to drag the layer under the Polaroid image, and I'm going to copy here. And with this image placeholder selected, I'm going to paste, and that automatically puts a sample image onto my image placeholder. Okay, now I'm going to put fill area so that this image can take up the entire space of the placeholder that I'm defining. And now we can adjust to the size of the size that we need to be placed under this Polaroid frame. So I'm going to adjust a little bit there. Great. And now I'm basically going to do the exact same, but for the right image. So image placeholder, I'm going to name it correctly, add right image, click copy here, Control V to paste it, fill area so it can take up the whole entire placeholder space, and I'm going to make sure that it aligns correctly with the frame. So I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. Great. Awesome. So we have our frames set up and we have both of our images. So if you guys remember, the design also had some text that your shopper will be able to customize under each Polaroid. So we're going to be adding those here. This will be the first one. Make sure that it lines up with the rotation of the frame. And we're going to make it the exact size that we need. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see a little bit better. Okay, and here I'm going to name my layer, add left text, and I'm going to upload this Pacifico font. And once it's uploaded, I'll be able to select it from here. So Pacifico regular. There you go. And I'm going to be doing the same for this text here. So I'm going to Control C copy, Control V, I'm going to paste it, and I'm going to adjust the rotation a little bit. And I'll make it a little bit bigger. And always remember to name your layers correctly so you can, it's just a better practice, and your users will later be able to see this text when interacting with this element. So it's always nice to maintain perfect order with your layers. Okay, and now we're going to be adding this text right here with the alternating colors feature. So we're going to put a text box. I'm going to add the text here, girly Christmas. And I'm going to turn on the guidelines once again. I'm going to align to middle, and I'm going to make sure that it's a good size. And once again, I'm going to be uploading another font. So this one is the Gorditas font. I'm going to upload it here. And once it's uploaded, I'll be able to select it from here. Great. So now let's go in with the alternating colors for the text. Wait, first of all, I'm going to add in the lights so I can use these different colors for the alternating colors. You guys will see in a second. Okay, so I copied that. I'm gonna paste it onto my canvas. I am going to name my layer lights, and I'll put fit to canvas so I can make sure that it's fully, it takes up the whole canvas. So I'm trying to adjust it a little bit so it doesn't interfere with my text there, and I'm going to lock it. And this will be the title, and now we can go ahead and select the alternating colors. So here we go to text, color, fill, and alternating colors. And now what I'm going to be doing is selecting the different colors that our lights have. So we click on each color, and with the color picker, I'm going to go ahead and select the green. Going to go in and select the red, and so on for all the other colors. I don't know if anyone has any questions so far. Remember that each of these tutorials gets recorded. So if I'm going a little fast and you guys want to, slow down and do it at your own pace, you can always look back and follow along, pause the video, and recreate it on your own store. Okay, now I'm going to put apply, and as you guys can see, each letter is one of the colors that we assigned in the alternating colors feature, and that's going to adjust to any text that we have. So if we put BFF Christmas, Friendmas, whatever your shoppers are going to put, the text is going to respect the order of the alternating colors, and it's going to show up perfectly. Okay, I think we're good here. We have everything set up, and we can go ahead and save our design. Once we have this design set up, we can go ahead and publish our product. Going back to the start menu, and now we can hit publish a new product. And search for gloss this time. High Gloss Ornament. There you go. And now we're going to add the design that we just created to this product that Ceci reminded me that we're going to be using. Hit the Polaroid element. That's the one that we just created. And now we can make sure to adjust, make sure that the design fits great on the product. And as you guys can see, it's looking great. We're going to click on confirm and next. And here, as always, you guys can choose from all the stores that you guys have set up on your Customly account. So you can have, Shopify, Etsy, and other platforms set up and create your products using ShineOn for multiple platforms at once. Right now, I'm going to select Shopify, and it's going to start creating my product. So friendly reminder, this design that we just created, you can use it for only this product, or you can maximize its potential and use it for other ornament types like the ceramic ones or the acrylic ones. You could use it for, other products that aren't ornaments. It's a pretty standard square size, so it's pretty versatile in that sense that you could use it for tons of products. Great. So right now what we're going to be doing is creating our preview and making sure that all the customization options that we set up are set up correctly. So here, as you guys can see, you can change the background. We can select an image. This is basically what your shopper's experience is going to be like. So as you can see, your shoppers will be able to, zoom in on the pictures that they upload, just in case it's not the perfect fit. Same here with this one. Here they'll be able to add, the text under each Polaroid photo. And here what we can do to make sure that this title allows multi-line text, because if not, it'll be just a text box. Let's see if we put Girly Christmas there, it'll add it only in one line. But if we edit the options and go to add a title, we can make it a text area. And that'll allow that the users to hit girly, enter Christmas. So that function is super useful for that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and upload the images again. So we can save this thumbnail and we'll be able to see it live. Awesome. I'm gonna save this as product image and publish it so you can see how it works on our Shopify page. Any questions so far? Are we all good?
For now, I think we're all good, but guys, don't be shy to leave your questions. I know this design that we choose right now has a lot of steps, so don't be afraid if you want to ask us anything. It's really beautiful, so the idea here is for you to learn everything as it is, so you can have this design that right after this workshop published. So
Awesome. Okay, if you guys come up with any questions, make sure to ask or either comment on the video if you guys view this later and you have any doubts. So this is how it looks published on the Shopify page. As you guys can see, we saw earlier, you can choose the background, upload images, and everything will be happening live on the platform. So your users can see exactly how the product is going to look with their personalization. So if there are no questions, I think we can go ahead with Lucy. She's going to show a quicker way to create ornaments.
All right, great. Yeah, I think we don't have any questions so far. But as Tina mentioned, if you have anything that you want to ask, you just type that in and we'll be happy to help you. Now, what we're going to see right now is something a little bit different, where we can use Customily designs instead of creating something from scratch. Let me just here. Okay, perfect. Let me know if you guys can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see everything.
Great, perfect. Okay, so in this case, we're going to see another type of customization that does include photos and choosing from different backgrounds, entering text. But we're going to use one of Customily's pre-made designs, just in case we don't want to do much work. So in this case, we have the high gloss ornament with the star shape. And what our customers would be able to do here is upload their photos. In this case, the original photo has a background, but since we have a background removal feature, this will single out the main figure of our photo so that it overlays with the different background options that we have, and allowing us to there we go, my first Christmas. Enter a name, enter a title, and see how that previews on the ornament. So let's see how we can set this up in the back end. Now for that, we're going to go into the Customly app, and we're going to go ahead and go directly to publish a new product. Since we're going to use one of the pre-made designs, we don't need to create our design first. We will just go right into this, select ShineOn, and we want to use the high gloss star shape, which is this one here. Okay, perfect. Now, the path that we're going to take right now is add a design, but we're going to pick Customly designs. we will notice that there are a lot of different categories. Now, in this case, I'm going to browse over to the newborn here. Perfect. We have different designs with different features, whether it's clip art, warp text, all sorts of functionalities. But the ones that we're going to use now is this one, the loved one design. And once again, this will allow us to make sure that this fits the ornament as we want it to be. So something along the lines of this. There we go. Confirm. And once again, we will choose where we want to publish this. So I'll choose the Shopify store that I have connected to my user. And what this is going to do right now is already picking up all the details from ShineOn to make sure that the print is perfect with the measurements that ShineOn needs, with the file format that ShineOn needs, and combining it with the features that we were seeing. Uploading a photo, removing the background, entering text, choosing from different background shapes or colors. So this is what this will allow the shopper to see, in this case on the Shopify store. And we will see the little preview so that we can see how the interaction might be. Uploading a photo. As we see, it has the background, but it will make sure that it just has the baby here. And for example, we can store this as the product image. And if we want, we can also edit the product details if we want to name this. So maybe first Christmas. There we go. If we want, we can generate the charge for this. This is already setting the parameters for our product on Shopify. So when we click on publish, what this will do is create a new listing on the Shopify store with all the different personalization features and the automated fulfillment from ShineOn. So as you see, it's a little bit simpler than what Sita did. It's already created in the Customily backend, so there's not much work that you need to do. You just choose the design that you want, apply it to the product. As Tina said before, this can be implemented on not just the ornament. We can use it on any other product from ShineOn that we like, and expand the horizons on how many custom products we can have on the store.